All right, we got the Rod Favre on the line asking about Kaleb Brown's wide receiver out of Chicago, out of the Chicago area. And he's generally in that top 5 to 6 wide receiver range nationally. And the Rod Favre asking whether he expects a commitment or we should expect a commitment sometime soon.
We don't have him visiting this coming week. I know one service has him visiting the 7th. We currently have it as the 25th, but then again, we've also sat there and watched CJ Hicks move his date around. So just because you think you know a date doesn't mean you necessarily know a date until they show up on campus. Long story short, I expect Kaleb Brown to be a Buckeye. I've not put in a future cast for him yet. I probably should. But, I think it's one that could happen pretty quickly, regardless of where his visit falls on the calendar or whatnot. But would it be something to where he would immediately go? I don't know. But he's certainly on my short list of guys that I expect to commit relatively soon thereafter, whether or not it's, in the following days or he makes it into July or whatnot. But, all indications are good.
We had
Kevin,
we had somebody knocking at the door and my dog freaked out there.
Well, they tend to do that. That's all right.
Yeah, I don't know as much about Kaleb Brown. I can't really speak to whether that's going to happen sooner rather than later. I know that on our site, Bill Kurlick, Steve Wiltfong, and Alan True, who are 3 of the top guys covering recruiting in the Midwest, they've all crystal balled him to Ohio State. But whether it's going to happen this weekend or not, I don't know. He's 5'11", 177. And, Ohio State has, in a lot of ways, gone away from the smaller wide receiver. Meyer loved those guys at the tracks. And with Day, you haven't seen that as much, although maybe they figured that Kaleb Brown will play much bigger than that at college level. So, I can't say one way or the other if it's a done deal or if it's going to happen this coming weekend. I know it would be great because they need to continue to add more playmakers to this offense with this class. 63 overall in the composite, number 6 overall wide receiver, number 2 overall player in Illinois. And again, you're Ohio State. It goes beyond the state of Ohio. You want to get the best players in the Midwest footprint, and that includes Illinois, Indiana, Michigan, all these different states. So to me, I am of a mind that if it happens, it would be a great thing, obviously, for Ohio State to get a player of this caliber. But, again, you're playing the short game and you're playing the long game both. How Ryan Day and Mark Pantoni, the recruiting coordinator, are juggling all these balls in the air with offers to all these different players. And do we take this player today or do we risk losing him? And different things like that. It's a hard game to play because you only have a finite number of scholarships to deal with. Although this transfer portal almost seems to guarantee that you're going to lose more guys through attrition than you ever have before, because now they can transfer and leave, play somewhere next year. Maybe 4 or 5 guys off every team are going to be transferring every year, if closer to 10 from some of these teams that don't have much going for them. So, I'm interested to see where it leads, no doubt. And whether he comes in this weekend or, as Kevin said, it could be later in the month, I guess we'll just have to wait and see.